Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Victoria Corva, you can call me V, and today I'm going to be playing more Fallen London, which I am very, very excited about. Surprising nobody who has seen me playing this game so far. So let me see. I might have a look at some of my cards first of all. I'm very excited. I'm really enjoying the random cards, and I'm very excited about the kind of random events I might encounter. Oh, hello, Sario! Hello, Jubal Barker! Welcome, welcome! It's lovely to see you. Sario says, welcome, delicious friends. Exactly, Sario. Welcome, delicious friends. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with just a few random cards because I'm addicted to these, like, random events that occur. Hallowmas is now over, so who knows what happens now. Okay, so the keen-eyed lapidary returns. You retrieved moon pearls for her. She needs another favor. Oh, I don't have what I need. I might have to discard that. That's going to take up space. Let's see. A gift of time. Wonderful. Very glad we have that today. Jubal says, calamari and Fallen London, they can be friends and food. True, true, very astute. Let's see. I can't do that. But what do I need? 20 whispered hints? I could get some whispered hints. But I might not. Okay, so. Mixing with the toffs. That gang of wealthy young rakes is pretty drunk. They probably won't notice if you mingle with them and partake of their hospitality. I think I've done this before and I will do it again. Fitting in, you need a braying laugh, a raucous anecdote, and a taste for wine. How hard can it be? 100% chance of success? Not hard at all. Let's go. Let me get some free wine. What ho, old fellow! Although none of the merry young fellows can quite place you, you certainly seem to belong among them, and have a pleasant evening of mild debauchery and genteel vandalism, before waking up with a throbbing headache and a decent vintage in your pocket. Awesome. My hedonist is increasing. Not by very much. I'm not doing much of that. Thank you for the wine, I need that sometimes. For bribes and such. I don't want to help the revolutionaries. A jewel thief needs an accomplice. Is that the jewel thief I've seen in the tavern and never spoken to because it looked like some kind of romance? A jewel thief of your acquaintance has a job lined up. Apparently, a charming young heiress has acquired a glim necklace from an admirer. A pair of bold thieves should have little trouble stealing it. I think my music's a little bit loud. Hang on. I think it's just because of the super intense drums. Get the jewel thief to stand guard while you sneak in. You prefer to do this kind of work alone. Easy. Or stand lookout while the jewel thief slips inside. He's the expert. Your efforts are better spent making sure there are no complications. Well, my watchful is ridiculously high, so I'm going to go with my watchful. I'll stand watch. A cunning disguise and a foul smell save the day. What's taking him so long? Footsteps approach. A young man carrying a bouquet of mushrooms springs up the steps to the heiress's door. Think fast! You interrupt him in the guise of a consumptive veteran, spinning a lengthy and distracting tale of woe. So convincing is your performance and so pungent the alley reek you rubbed into your clothes that the young man presses a coin into your hand to get rid of you. You laugh about it with the jewel thief afterwards in a smoky gin house. You toast your mutual success and part on good terms. Oh, cool. So I've just done a little bit of successful thievery. As we know, I have not been incredibly successful with my thievery thus far. I have tried to steal... I have tried to steal a horse and cart twice. The first time, I was just immediately noticed, and then I was just like, oh, never mind. And then the second time, I did steal it, and then there was a woman in the cart, and I just kind of had to awkwardly be like, I think I just left something over there, and kind of wander off. So this is like my first real successful act of thievery that wasn't just extremely petty thievery. I think we've done really well. A day at the races. Jubal says, oh, sorry, wrong card. Exactly. That's exactly the situation that I was in. It didn't go incredibly well. So that's the jewel thief I just spoke to. Move on from the cloistered diatomist? No, I thought we had a good friendship. Move on from the cloistered diatomist. Your friendship has become stifling. Neither of you benefit when he clings to your coattails like a wayward child. Not only have you become a social prop for him, preventing him from learning skills of his own and obstructing your own social ascent, but he's abandoned his microscope to dust. Surely he will regret the abandonment of his one true passion. Oh my goodness, this has been such a sad journey with the cloistered diatomist. I feel like the game keeps trying to get me to get rid of him, and I keep being like, no, we can make this work. We can still be friends, but some things aren't meant to be. Sario says, I've gone for shadowy first, so I'm fairly accomplished thief at this point. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Reignite his love for microscopy. Inquire as to how he became involved. What was it that first drew him to it? Was it the beauty of the patterns he could create? Or something else entirely? Or question his intentions? Such lavish devotion to you risks giving the wrong impression. Certainly, people are beginning to talk. Has he mistaken this for more than friendship? Oh, this is so awkward! I should just talk to him about his love of microscopy because he needs that back. And if he is, like, secretly in love with me, I don't want to know. Jubal votes for microscopy? Yeah, I don't. Oh, man. Jubal says, I feel far too empathetic to the diatomist and would absolutely cling to the coattails of the one socially competent person I knew. I do that. I'm very fortunate that I have very tolerant, sociable friends who... More than one, though, so I'm not just like, please help me. I can ask each of them individually to please help me on occasion, so... Oh, man, and sometimes I'm that person. That's what it's like when everyone's a little bit anxious. I feel so bad. Go back to your microscope. Come on, surely you love it. Productive reminiscing. The diatomist beams, excitedly telling you about the first time he looked down a microscope, his first glimpse of that which had been previously invisible. I was staring at this tiny, living thing. When I looked at the slide without the microscope, there was nothing there, maybe a speck of dust. I felt like a child, as if I'd discovered fairies, but with the advantage of knowing that they were real. He describes putting together his first pattern on a slide. The struggles with the glue, the way the algae wouldn't move where he wished, how it would stick to the needle, pull away from its intended position, the frustration, and the eventual triumph. When finally he leaves, it's with a gleam in his eye. His passion reignited, he once again closes his door to society. Well, poor man. I've gained 2 romantic notions. And, my enticement cloistered diatomist quality is now 2, tantalizing a diatomist. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I feel uncomfortable with this whole thing. Like, I would like to help this man. He seems... I want him to be able to continue his passion for microscopy, but I also want him... He seems to also enjoy going out and experiencing the world. And I relate to that because I also find it hard to balance my extremely hermit-like passions with going out and doing things in the world. Though the things that I like to do are like going for walks. And I wish that we had the option to help him strike that balance instead of him just like clinging and us not being able to kind of help him with that. I don't know. Maybe maybe this door isn't actually shut, you know? There might be more still. Okay, Miracle Girls say fairies are totally real. Oh, yeah, obviously. Chimerical Girl says, yes, the storyline is too real from both directions. It really is. I feel like I have been this person, and I have been with, like, I've spent time with this person, and I just feel bad. Definitely too real. I don't want it to be over. I want to help him in future. Alright. Whoa, what? An illustrated composer approaches you in the street, an ink-stained cigarette between his lips. You're the one they're whispering about, ain't you? The socialite with a... Who was it? He digs into his pockets. A cigarette falls through one of the ragged holes into a puddle. Finally, he pulls out a grimy notebook and pencil. Please, spare me the story. A crumb of it. Just enough for a verse, even. For me to make my daily bread. Oh, you're a fellow artist. Because I'm like a poet or whatever, right? I don't understand what's happening. We've just fallen into the story. Did I click something? A lamentation in the style of the Celestials. There was something beautiful, but without the warmth of the surface, the love was never going to flourish. Oh! It's about me being friends with a diatomist? Revel in a sordid story, as is the nocturnal fashion. He wants his daily bread? Give him something far sweeter, a honeyed story for him and his listeners to salivate over. Expose him to the enigmatic beauties celebrated by the bazaarines. Your business is your own, but the majestic nature of the bazaar should be fodder for all to feast on. Or help him find his own voice. He must forge his own fancies, but you're willing to assist. Yeah, let's make shit up. Let's do it. I'm clicking it. Let's help him find his own voice. Oh, I've lost Heartless? Oh, cool. Help for a fellow artist. What is the bravest thing he can imagine? A mother, he replies, defending her perambulator from sorrow spiders. And the funniest? A gentleman arguing with cats and losing. These are familiar images, but you suggest ways he might make the scenes his own. He laughs pathetically. Cool. Clever. You should write. He takes a long drag from his cigarette, then turns to go. A large hole in his shirt reveals a tattoo on his back. Of an unstrung harp? Later, you discover the illustrated composer's notebook sitting in a wall, in place of a missing brick. The notebook contains a sketch of you, and a verbatim transcript of your words underlined firmly. What is going on? What? What? Oh, it's weird. Your life in London has already been rich with excitement and mysteries. Perhaps you should write a fiction inspired by your adventures. Progress your A Name Signed with a Flourish path by writing in the activities location in your lodgings. Oh, it's very strange. Creepy says Five Chimerical Girls. It is creepy! What? I'm not sure how I feel about that. Ooh, writing a short story! Click. Yay! Okay. It's time for you to really strike out on your own. Stun the world with a short story. The next step in your persuasive career is at the writer's desk. You will need the peace and quiet of your lodgings to create anything worthwhile. Begin writing your short story. You'll give them something to really talk about. Oh, I'm gonna go and give them something to really talk about. This sounds really exciting! Sarios is wonderfully odd, this game. Oh, completely agreed. To the writing desk. Ink pots full, pen and paper at the ready. It's time to work. Oh my goodness. Normally I'm like, it's really fun to live out the writer's like fantasy in this strange world. Even though I do also write in real life. But right now, in the midst of National Novel Writing Month, when I am a little bit... I was writing 5 minutes before the stream started. Generously. I think it was probably more like 2 minutes before the stream started. It is a little bit like, oh, no more. Only a little bit. Make your name the writer's desk. Begin a work. You might have a specific commission, but if not, you can sell your work once you've created it. Write a short story, a suitable way for a teller of tales to earn a living. The Riverside, the magazine formerly known as the London Magazine, and Midnights all publish stories by the score. Let's go! I want to write a really weird story. What have we got the options for? No options. The blank page. First the draft, then the rewrite, then publication. Create manuscript pages to write your story. When you have at least 10, rework your story to improve its potential. Improve your piece to 30 potential to continue making your name. For this short story, you'll need no more than 10 pages and 30 potential. Okay, so I have 1 manuscript page, and I need 10. So I need to do this 10 times. But my potential is 20. So I'm very nearly there. Interesting. Oh, this is my writer's desk. I can do more. This game has so many levels. Oh my goodness. Write frenziedly. Step aside. Words coming through. This can have very uncertain results. That sounds amazing. Write frantically. The muse has touched you tonight. But has she touched you in a fitting place? That's... I don't like that. Sorry, I don't know why it's got me so much. I don't like it. It's just very euphemistic and it was very unexpected. Okay. Write at a sensible pace. Or write rapidly. Let's get this done. 87% chance of success. That sounds like a good chance. And it's 1 less action. Let's go. Swift but uncertain. Your quill scratches its busy way through a pale desert of foolscap. But has something been lost in the process? 5 new manuscript pages. But I lost a potential? Oh. I don't have at least 10 pages. I'm going to work on this later. Let's leave this story lit. Consider new schemes. If you are dangerous enough and cunning enough, you can take advantage of the naivety of others. Am I dangerous enough? Am I finally truly dangerous? Click. In a city as cutthroat as London, it's almost the polite thing to do. How else are they going to learn? Oh, I'm going to do terrible things. What's this? Investigate flash lays. You could call it a confidence trick, but then people would know what it was, wouldn't they? Ooh. Jabal Barker has some short story titles for me. Okay, let's read them. Let's hear them. Workshopping some titles. Conversations with Cuttlefish. 101 Ways Not to Steal a London Horse. Touched by the Muse. Honestly, not a romance. Life, Cats, London, and More Cats. Oh, I love all of those so much. You have a gift. Alright, I'm going to confidence trick someone for 0 actions. Almost. To open up flash lays, you need to raise both your A Name Whispered in Darkness shadowy path and your A Name Signed with a Flourish persuasive paths. Once these are high enough, flash lays will be available from this section. Aww. I'm not truly dangerous yet. It was just wishful thinking. Oh. Aww. Let's go see a day at the races. Shroom hopping races are a popular event at Bugsby's Marshes. I don't have any fate to spend. Well, I do, but I'm not going to spend it. The Hopping Post. If you aren't lucky enough to attend an event in person, you can settle down with London's finest racing periodical. A disgraceful spectacle. Shroom hopping indeed. That reminds you. You've been meaning to write to the papers a stern letter about the disgraceful spectacle of shroom hopping and the low behaviour it encourages. Nah, I'll just read about it. I'm not that invested. A second-hand pleasure. It's not like being there, but it's an entertaining read. Winners, losers, betrayals, wolf attacks, race-fixing scandals, and a wonderfully libelous gossip column compiled by Tawdry. The correspondents of the Post have a lyrical enthusiasm that makes the knife and candle results look almost dry by comparison. You can learn a great deal by reading war stories. Okay. Increase my dangers and my shadowy, which, as we know, I need all the help I can get in that area. Stop thieves! The crime is only moments old. Click. 2 men stole a watch and fled into the tangle of the Flowerdene Rookery, where bad things happen to desperate people. Chase after them. There's nothing in there more dangerous than you. Certainly not the case. 77% chance of success. I'm more dangerous than I thought I was. I am getting more dangerous. Okay. And the Rookery is a distraction. The watch is going somewhere else. You'll just have to get there first. Oh, I just noticed this because I'm incredibly watchful. That's me, so watchful. I'm gonna go do that. You've heard of a stuttering fence who trades in watches. There's no time to lose. If the watch reaches him, why do I care so much about this watch? He'll have it christened within the hour and stripped of all identifying marks. You hail a hansom cab and race through the streets. There is his shop, and there the thieves on the doorstep. As the hansom driver spurs his horses on, you lean out of the window and pluck the watch straight from the thieves' hands. Your cab vanishes around the corner before they realise what's happened. The owner of the missing watch rewards you with several fine bottles from his cellar and a standing invitation to dinner. Okay, yeah. I think that worked out quite well. Asario says, I just got a reprehensible lizard. That's amazing. I don't think I've seen them, but I already love it just from the name. Entertaining the masses. The people queuing for the theatre are bored and restless. Perhaps there's something to be done. Do you juggle? Someone like you can find a way to entertain a crowd. Epic poetry, perhaps, or ribald gutter ballads. You'll find a way. Sure. You can please some of the people all of the time. The crowd are pleased with your performance. Most of them applaud as you finish. No donations are forthcoming, except that one in the queue is particularly taken with you and whispers an intriguing morsel of scandal to you as you part. I'm being paid in scandal? I guess it's better than being paid in exposure. Adopt a profession. Now you've been down here a while, you should choose a profession. A profession? Now you've... Okay. Each week your profession will provide you with a substantial reward. I thought I already had a profession. Inquirer, minor poet. Maybe I'm already a minor poet? Hello, Sam! Welcome! Sam says, hope you're all having a good day. I am, thank you. I hope everyone else is as well. And I hope you are, Sam. Jubal says, a standing invitation to dinner is good. A horizontally chase-longed invitation is better. I only get the funniest people in my chat, and I appreciate it. Let's see. I already have a profession. I'm a minor poet. I can't change it. What's the point of doing this? It's gonna cost me an action and I've done nothing. It doesn't seem useful. Whispers from the Surface, the Great Game. For half a century, the agents of the powers played their great game in Central Asia. Now London is their tournament ground. Assist in a stakeout. Players of the game make mistakes. You can catch even the most cautious ones if you are patient enough. The tireless agent has the patience, but admits it is a lonely task. He'd appreciate company. I love helping people on stakeouts. I gained a wound! 32 hours in and even Dark Drop coffee stops helping. The strain is murder. How does the agent do it? I learned to sleep with my eyes open. He winks. Go home. Get some rest. I can take the rest from here. Your presence helped. Well, I'm glad, I guess. Oh, Jabal says I'm having quite a rough brain day. Oh, I'm sorry, Jabal. But you'll probably be making more terrible wordplay jokes? Well, that's positive, at least for us. Sam says never heard someone so excited about gaining a wound. Look, it was just very unexpected. I was surprised. Let's see, we're at 9 actions. How much does this give me? 10. We're only half an hour in. I really need 40 actions, but I don't want to. I can't spend that money. I don't have that money to spend. Let's have a look at my correspondence. Okay, nothing here to use. Cool. I think maybe I should go explore the world a little bit. Oh, I do like the carnival a lot. What's the next stage in my ambition? Oh, I'm definitely not dangerous enough. I'm gonna go to the carnival. Can I get in? Buy tickets to the carnival. These all require tickets. Oh, I have loads. Okay. Let's go to the big top. A riot of colour. Oh, wow. A riot of colour, a sea of sound, a place where polite society's rules relax, and a costermonger may rub shoulders with a bishop. I could meet with my Bohemian friends. I can meet some churchmen. No. Meet some constables. Probably not. Meet some of the widow's agents. They are enjoying an evening at the carnival. You see them over by the performing bears. Meet some tomb colonists. This is more my speed. Some tomb colonists of your acquaintance hover gloomily near the tiger cages. They appear to be offering money to the owner. Oh, that's interesting. I have, like, no chance. Meet some devils! I do really want to meet some devils. A number of junior devils are taunting the fire eaters and fire breathers. They tip their strange hats to you as you approach. Ooh, well, that's a slightly better chance of meeting the tomb colonists. I want to meet some devils. I am excited about the tomb tigers, Jubal, but if you look, I only have a 10% chance. It's just not going to happen. But 19%? Maybe. Let's try. I failed. What or who are they hunting? The devils all seem jolly in their way. The price of hydrogen is up, and the trade in souls is going merrily. They say you should call upon them at the embassy and mention a hunting trip to the Forgotten Quarter. Okay. I failed, but my shadowy is increased, and they did mention me visiting them. So, Sorry, it says apparently today is a gay new pets day. I have now acquired a rubbery feline. I just got a rubbery feline last week! Congratulations! It's adorable! Okay. Let's try somewhere else. The House of Mirrors, I just go insane. Let's try the games tent. The air thrums with the furtive energy of money changing hands. Games of skill, games of chance, the occasional thrown lizard snatching a bat from the air. What could be better? Cards at the low tables. Buying the seat costs a ticket, but you'll need a stake too. Bluff and banter swirl about, and the jade chips never stop moving. You'll be right at home here. Cards the higher tables. Just like higher bets. Chess against Philonis the Uncanny. Philonis is a mesmerist and a mnemonist, and is said to play a ferocious game of chess. Can you beat him? It doesn't look like I can, but I want to. Try your luck at dice. 3 throws for a ticket. Throw a pair for a prize. A pair of bats for this bottle of rare spirits. Ooh. Oh, lizard throwing is locked to me. I need a reprehensible lizard. Sario, you can throw your lizard at the carnival. Have a lizard? Let's see if the bugger can catch a bat. 3 goes for a ticket. Just how good is your lizard? Oh my god. Oh. Jubal says, this once again reminds me that I need to finish the pets feature in my game. All games should have pets features. Fully agreed. Okay, I'm gonna try and play chess against Philonis the Uncanny. You can buy a lizard? I'm not gonna buy a lizard. I like earning my pets. Chimerical girls say, just how good is your lizard? Perfectly normal things uttered in fallen London. Exactly. It's just another Tuesday. Wednesday? It's Wednesday today. My nose. Ugh. And that is a checkmate, sir, Matt. Yes. Philonis peers over his neath-glass goggles at you. His eyes. What is wrong with his eyes? You don't remember much of the chess game, but he beat you. You will dream of those eyes tonight. Oh! Philonis makes you mad? Watchful 30 failed in a challenge. My watchful's increasing a little bit, but I have gained nightmares. Oh no. That's interesting. I want to go again. Chimerical girls say using mesmerism to win chess games is cheating. Oh, I completely agree. Sam says good winners. Gloating is allowed, misgendering isn't. Yes. Chappelle says just how good is your lizard? Not one of life's more successful chat-up lines, but it has its moments. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not feeling the carnival right now. What have we got here? Dragsman's work. Is it another chance to steal the cart? Because I'll do it. Dragsman's work. A handsome cab driver sits yawning on his seat, turning his head now and then to watch well-dressed couples sauntering by. We can sneak up and cut the straps on the baggage, or we can sneak up and push the cab driver off the seat and steal the cab. Now, when we tried to steal the baggage in the past, we failed and it was awkward and we just had to leave. Then we tried to steal the cab, and we did steal it, but there was a woman inside of it that we hadn't noticed and we had to kind of awkwardly back away, as I said before. Now, it's a 100% chance of stealing the baggage. But that's really boring. I want the cab. I still want this cab. My shadowy quality gives me a 53% chance of success. Surely, 53% is better. It's better than half. I'm doing it. Oh, I failed. Nope. There is a woman in the cab again, and I have to awkwardly vanish. Oh no. One day. New edition, says Jubal. 102 ways not to steal a London horse. I'm going to be so experienced at failing to steal horses, honestly. Oh my goodness. Saria says if you go hang out in Spite, there's a recurring option to steal weasels. You don't say. I want to steal a weasel. Dun 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 dun. Sound says to weasel yourself into owning a weasel. Alright, those are the cats. courier's work. Pickpockets, promenade. Where? Where are the weasels? Sorry. Sorry, I need a weasel. Is it on the pickpockets promenade? Oh, it unlocks a new activity. Heck yeah, I'll do this anyway. You have grown accustomed to the schemes and alleys of spite. Perhaps it's time to try something new. Melt into the crowd to separate victims from their valuables. It shows up in the opportunism and spite. I don't have that yet. I'm probably not experienced enough because I only play on stream. I'm gonna go to the Pickpockets Promenade. I'm excited about that. Sam says, my friend, please, I need a weasel. Another perfectly normal thing to say in Full in London. Oh, absolutely. Let's go to the Pickpockets Promenade. A little light-fingered legerdemain. The streets of Spite bustle with citizens, about half of whom have pockets. Some of those pockets contain precious pretty things. Alright, I have to go to the map. New location! The crowds of Spite. Ooh. An evening's dipping. Don your most inconspicuous clothing. Prepare your sleights and distractions. Where will you go to pick pockets? Shorter routes are safer, but make it harder to get big payoffs. I could go to the tenterhooks. Here the dyers make their lairs with their webs of cloth and their tangled lines. Escape is tricky, but pursuit trickier. Smash Tile Alley. Here the kiln tenders bake brick to feed the endless appetite for roof tiles. One of the many perils of the Neath, stalactites that fall like God-flung stones to crack a roof open like snail shells. Blythe and Ale. The cats of Blythe and Hale are notorious. Here the cat chasers often find themselves cat-chased. Or change your mind and do something else. I want to go to the cat route. I don't care if it's more dangerous. I just fail all the time in Full in London because I just want to do whatever's the most interesting. You are prepared. Draw opportunity cards to move through the crowd. Approach or evade your targets depending on how many chances you want to take. My approaching my destination is 5, and I have 3 points of unseen. I am hidden in the shadows. Okay. Oh! Stop and consider. What next? The Actress, a mold-spangled curiosity shop, or the Rat Catcher. Ooh. The Rat Catcher, here he is with a seeping sack of rodent corpses, a stained black greatcoat and an embroidered patch which reads, "They do not fly." Ooh. The mold-spangled curiosity shop. Here is a convenient shop window where you might pause casually and naturally. I want to go there, I think. The Actress. She dazzles, this one. I want the curiosity shop. I want to steal something weird. Jubal says weasels are very useful, to be fair. Ooh. Hey, Miracle Girls say, for what it's worth, attempting difficult things is the fastest way to increase stats in Full in London. So it is good to take risks, especially early. Oh, excellent. I'm doing it right then. I'm failing early and often. Window shopping. Hover in front of the window, a good opportunity to slow down and to lower your profile? No. Take advantage of another window shopper? Yes. Click. A hideous commemoration plate. Something in ochre and vermilion, celebrating the birth of a litter of kittens to the Duchess. Fascinating its ugliness. Engrossed, the onlooker never notices your sly fingers. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I succeeded, and I have 2 pickpockets trophies. The costermonger. The costermongers of Full in London are a fierce and independent tribe. This one may look sweet as Sherry, but don't cross her. Avoid her watchful gaze. Costermongers know how to deal with thieves. Or pick her pocket. Wait until she's speaking to a customer. It's a low risk challenge. Like a little risk, but like only a little risk. Let's go. A moment's inattention. She leans forward to brandish a particularly choice moral at a skeptical shopper. You snip the cord with which she secured her purse and melt away like river mist. Oh, I'm good at this. I'm just bad at danger. I'm going to steal from the special constable. His uniform is dark, his hat ominous, his gaze piercing. Passers-by give him a wide berth as he jabs his finger into the face of an agitated tract seller. Pass by hurriedly? Or investigate his pockets? Investigate his pockets as he investigates us, so moral calculus dictates. I only have a 25% chance of success. But it would be really cool if it worked, so I'm gonna do it. It did! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, a successful sleight. There's something perched on the crown of his hat, something with pinions and talons, but not quite a bird. It doesn't twitch as you brush past him, though. Nicely dipped. Yay! I want you to imagine that my character Vendirith literally gets around the corner having robbed this special constable and is like, yes, yes, yes! Like, absolutely. Super inconspicuous. Sario says, by the way, I love the way you narrate this game. Thank you, Sario. Thank you. I'm glad. I think it's a little bit goofy, but I'm having a good, like, the narration that I'm doing. But I am having a good time. I'm gonna go again. A drunk? Well, let's go for the rat catcher. Sounds scary. Quietly does it. Hardly a choice mark. But he's distracted and those pockets do bulge intriguingly. I'm just gonna steal some rats from this horrible man? I guess so. I succeeded again. Okay. Your Mark's pockets were full of rats. Still, it was a good practice, and there's probably enough fresh meat here for a decent stew, or to turn in for a half-echo reward. Oh, I got 11 rats on a string, so now 57. That is good. And I've gained 1 Venge Rat corpse. Venge Rat. Ooh, okay. I'll do one more. I've got one more action. I can steal from a Jack! Jack! Who is this cloaked shape bounding down the street like a panther in fits? The Jack of Smiles? The Jacks of Smiles? Yeah, I'm doing it. Who is this bright-knifed villain? He's coming straight for you. Run! It's the Jack of Smiles, Scarper. Oh no, I'm gonna get stabbed. I'm gonna get stabbed. Grab a little souvenir as he passes. Dipping Jack. You're a brave sort, ain't you? 17% chance? Meet him head on. Any Jack is a challenge, and this will draw attention to you. But perhaps you can't resist a bit of excitement. That's a dangerous task, right? Oh no, I am not dangerous enough to fight a Jack of Smiles. As we've discovered, every time I've had any kind of conflict, I just get beaten up. Unless I pick up a magic tarot card, I will just get beaten up. Will I... will I attempt to rob a notorious serial killer? Knowing that I will probably get stabbed. I mean, I shouldn't. But I'm going to. Oh no. Brave, but ill-founded. You dive, duck, and roll, and his knife is where you were going to be. Your coat takes some of the blow, but the blood runs freely. Time to run. Find a safe place to bandage it up. Oh, ow, ooh. I did get stabbed. Ooh. It's fine. Chimerical girls say, but look at all that shadowy progress. Thank you. It was totally worth it. Imagine if I'd stolen from him. The end of the road. You've completed your promenade through the streets of London. What now? Examine your loot. Turn out your pockets, including the hidden ones you prepared in case of difficult encounters with constables and other troubles. Oh, ow, sorry, ouch. Just whacked my microphone stand. I'm always whacking it. I should probably get one that's placed differently, but... The curious treasures of the streets. What did they have in their pocketses? Sorry, Hobbit reference. Approaching your destination has been reset. A conclusion or a new beginning? I am no longer unseen. That was so much fun. Maybe I've been doing this all wrong. Maybe I should have been being a pickpocket. I need to dispose of my pickpockets trophies. Dispose of 5 trophies. These handkerchiefs are only Neath silk, but they're plain and unadorned and easy defense. Dispose of 1 trophy, a mass of amber. I'm going to dispose... I want the amber because that lets me talk to the rubbery men. Some of my favourite people. Extricating it from your pocket is unpleasantly like confiscating a boiled sweet from the mouth of a greedy child. But you'll be a few pennies richer. I gained 20 nodules of deep amber. That seems very good. I'm going to do another one of these. Keep going. Alright, I have 120 deep amber. That's probably enough. I'm going to get some silk scraps. Okay. I could go again. I'm not going to. I think I'm done pickpocketing. I'm finished. Alright. Ooh, that was fun. Alright. Oh, I just stopped to watch Criminal. I watched The Thief already, just moments ago. Game. Obviously, I don't want to do that again. Halamis the Fool's Justice. Oh, this is about the end of Halamis? Halamis draws to a close. Halamis draws to a close. Away with the masks and confessions. The masks have ended, the hosts departed, the last guests swept out. The fog draws in. London pulls close to the embers of the year's end. The fool's apostate makes his rounds. He drives a battered horse and trap, laden down with jewel-coloured sacks. He has kept his list and now will deliver his rewards. I could accept my reward from the Halamis masks, exchange my spirit of Halamis for a morsel of gossip, exchange my spirit of Halamis for a seasonally apropos story, or turn in my confessions of pride. I don't really know what any of this is, so I'm going to get myself some Tales of Terror. Shrivesome. The fool relishes sharing these stories. Each is more grisly than the last, but at one point he even chuckles ghoulishly. Ghost stories in the Neath have had to adapt now that death is no longer what it was. Fortunately for the penny dreadful trade, there are far worse things down here. Oh, cool. Okay. I've still got more I can spend. This will take all of my confessions. And that's my spirits of Halamis. Let's do this. An error. The fool sighs as he hears your confession. A single tear streaks from the eye hole in his mask to stain the plaster of his cheek. Okay. I want more Tales of Terror. That seems good. Because this is a currency I haven't got any other way to get. How many do I have? Okay, hang on. So I'm going to accept my reward from the Halamis masks. The fool unspools his list, which falls in a long trail across the floor. He searches the tattered parchment. I am checking to see whether you've caught someone's attention. Earned an invitation. He reads on. At last his long finger finds your name. Oh. Accept an invitation to meet the Queen of Air and Darkness. The fool points to your name, underscored in red. His hand touches your shoulder, perhaps offering sympathy. I will accept the invitation. The Queen unmasked. The invitation comes with a time and a location. Evening, the park where the pavilion of butterflies stood. You arrive at the appointed hour. Labourers have been at work, dismantling the glass house. Not even the girders remain. It has passed as insubstantial as a dream. Standing alone in the centre of the park, surrounded by long-dead plants, is the Queen of Air and Darkness. Greet the Queen. The Queen raises her red-gloved hands to peel her mask from her face. Oh. The Queen's loyal knights. You do not recognize the Queen. She is no one of consequence. Not a debutante, nor an artist, hostess, nor a campaigner. Her hands beneath the gloves are lined. Labourers' hands. Her hair is brown and unkempt. I've been watching you, she says. You've not been afraid to look into places you shouldn't. She smiles, pleased to encounter a kindred spirit. You're bold, unafraid of what others might think. I know a place you'd be welcome. She tells you of a secret society that meets occasionally, a place for those who play the game of red chess. Poets and magicians and all those who have made a crimson promise in dream. She calls it the Order of the Ones Who Will Not Be Caught Red-Handed, and furnishes you with their address. I'm now an affiliate of the Order of the Ones Who Will Not Be Caught Red-Handed. Wow. This is so weird. I'm in a secret society. That went pretty well. I'll get what I can out of How I Mess Before this is, because this probably won't be an option forever. Okay. Interesting. Chimerical Girl says highly recommended. Okay, I'm very glad I did it. Jubal says, there was a London rooftop where I was inclined to clamber, and there a rubbery man I found, and gave to him some amber. He had tentacles upon his face, his jacket smelled of gin. He shook me with a clammy hand, and waved a clammy fin. So come you men and comrades, all if amber ye shall find, and give it to a squid-like friend, if be ye so inclined. They probably aren't plotting to destroy the world, you know, and even if they are, just think of amber's warming glow. I love that! That's fantastic! Thank you for sharing that, Jubal. It didn't matter that there was no line breaks for the poetry. I've read it out now. There's no line breaks in narration, so you're all good. It was brilliant. Okay, what's next? We're at 3 o'clock, but we do have 9 actions left, so I think we're probably coming towards the end of the stream, but we'll see. Mr. Wines is holding a sale. Mr. Wines, the master who deals in drinkables, is throwing open its cellars. Hello, Mr. Wines. Not personally, of course. Its servant Gervais is overseeing the matter. What wonders lie within? I want to go in. I don't have enough romantic notions because I keep saying no to all of the romance the game has to offer. Makes me wish I could do meter, said Sam. Yeah, meter is what you call it, I would say. I can't do any of it. Okay. I'm not romantic enough for wine. Oh, the brazen urchin returns. Perhaps that urchin who sometimes perches on your roof will be back with the scraps he promised. Check the roof. Was it right to trust an urchin? I mean, I don't mind. An urchin's confession. The rooftop urchin is as good as his word. He presents you with a pungent sack of round, knobbly things, broken brass ratwork, and a matching pair of chimney pots. The Relicers will lap 'em up, so they will, claims the brazen urchin confidently. No worries. And there's more where that came from if I can use your parlour on cold nights and you can spare the odd currant bun. Help out an orphan, would you? The brazen urchin pauses to wipe a grubby paw along your sideboard. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really an orphan. More what you might call abandoned. Me ma and da are villains, I've heard. Still, makes no odds to me. Pleasure doing business with you. Aw. Certifiable scraps. course you can use my house. Oh, more urchin stuff. Let's spend some time with our urchin friend. Sam says, you could tell V is ace, not romantic nor dangerous enough for a lot of common tasks. That's an absolutely okay joke to make. I just feel like Fallen Lantern is very salacious, and I just don't want to be involved in a salacious romance. I don't know what to say. Chimerical Girl says the urchins are one of our favorite factions. Yeah, I really enjoy working with them every time they come up. Robbing the ruins. I can't breathe through my stuffy nose. My nose, it hates me narrating. It wants to stop. The brazen urchin peers down from your guttering. Got a tip for you. Might be worth your time, Gov. What do you say? There's an old church I know, boarded up in that. Should be some candles and stuff inside. Tell you what, you do the Effie stuff, and we'll split the proceeds. 68% chance? That is a much higher success rate than basically any of the things I have signed up to do today. So I will do it. A tidy job. The old church is now a haunt for bats. Not even a rat down on his luck would call this ruin home. Still, your roof-perching associate was right. It doesn't take much work with a crowbar and a chisel to break into the old vestry. You split the Hall of Candles back at your place over tea and currant buns. Oh, you can stay in my house as much as you like, small child. Ooh, more urchin stuff! I just need to keep going. The brazen urchin proposes a deal. The urchin that haunts your rooftop is back. He peers down, looking like he has something of import to impart. Poor lost mite. I've got some good stuff for you, Gov, but I need you to track down 2 people. They's somewhere in Spite. Me ma and me da. He shows you a rugged, blurry photograph of a young couple dancing. Your villainous parents? Yes, I will. I will spend a hastily scrawled warning note to ensure a second chance as well. Alquil says, one of the few things that bug me in this game is that you can't turn beeswax into candles. Yeah, that would be annoying. Also, hello, Alquil. Welcome. I've been making bad decisions. Okay, let's go. I want to help them. I want to help this kid find him. I want to help this kid find his villainous parents. I failed. But I can go again. I'm gonna go again. I succeeded! Thank you, officer. Of all the people to ask in Spite, you find the trail of the urchin's parents by speaking to a constable. The gentlemen in blue are also looking for this couple. Once you know this, the search becomes much easier. It's a matter of hours before you track the couple to a room in a filthy flop house near Flowerdene. It would probably be best to have a better look before you report back to the brazen urchin, though. Oh, my befriending a rooftop urchin quality is now 4. I'm gonna look after this kid. Alcohol says, I'm sad I missed the bad decisions. I tried to rob a Jack of Smiles and I got stabbed, and before I did it, I knew I would get stabbed. It was a very low chance. That's just one of many terrible decisions. I think it was the most drastically bad decision. Sam says, welcome. I've been making bad decisions. Me to my mother when she comes over. Jubal says, it's too long since I've seen my mother. Oh. The pandemic in a different country. That's rough, Jubal. I'm sorry. I'm going to look for the brazen urchin's parents. They're a handsome couple. Okay. Oh no. I need Shadowy 23 to do this? I'm getting my Shadowy up to 23. I have to do it. I need to do it. How do I get it up? How do I get up my Shadowy? I have to go to Spite. Do I chase cats? I'll chase a cat. What? Am I already in spite? I'm already in spite. Okay. Whoops. Jabal says, V, if sometime you'd like me to come on stream with an instrument some week and write a couple Fallen London songs. I feel that might be a fun thing to do. Okay, that does sound really fun, and I love all the verses that you've shared with us across these weeks. That sounds really, really good. I have no idea how I would do a stream with someone else successfully. But if you want to message me on Mastodon, if you have any idea how we can get that going, I'd love to try. That sounds really fun. I am not going to be able to write any Fallen London songs, but I'm happy to facilitate. I'm happy to be present and see what you write. I'm going to go look for the Cats of Spite. Catch a cat, catch a secret. I'll increase more quickly if I do more difficult cats. I'm going to look for the white cat. White cats tend to be deaf, which might be why they're so watchful. I got that white cat. Oh, my music. My music. Okay. Okay, it's increasing. This is probably the end of the stream. It's just me trying and failing to catch cats. The white cat is passive when you pick it up, but it stares accusingly at you from cold blue eyes. It says nothing at all, but there are secrets tattooed on its belly. Okay. I'm going to keep looking for the cat. My shadowy is not increasing fast enough. I'm going to try a more difficult challenge. That looks better. Black cat, it's gone. Was it ever there to begin with? Suddenly you're not sure. I mean, black cats are very like that, aren't they? It's my last action, sorry. Not even up to 19. Okay, I'm gonna grind that this week because I really want to continue the Urchin's quest line. You can trade 5 hastily scrawled warning notes for points of shadow in your lodgings. I only have, like, 5, so I don't know if I should risk that, but that's good to know. Thank you, Alquill. In fact, I have 7. But I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I'll just grind it. I think that is us for this week. We're gonna have to end a little bit early because we are out of actions. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming and keeping me company. This has been a lot of fun. And I will be back next week, probably, with more Fallen London. And on Friday, I'm going to be back and playing the really interesting Signs of the Sojourner, which if you like in kind of exciting mechanics and narrated dialogue and things and story games, I think it's a very interesting one. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Goodbye, everyone.